Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Orwell, Ignorance is Strength, also known as Season 2 of Orwell. So I guess that most of you that are watching this have already watched the original Let's Play of Orwell on my channel. If not, I suggest you go and watch it before continuing with this one, because again, it's a Season 2, so there might be some spoilers. If you for some reason don't want to or can't, I will just tell you that Orwell is a narration kind of game, story-based game about a detective working with a hyper-modern system for surveillance in a place called the Nation, and your task is to identify potential threats as terrorist or any other criminal activities are taking place in the Nation. So we're gonna start the game using a profile 1. As one playing the original Season 1, I have no idea what is gonna happen here, so I'm just gonna go in fully blind. So we're gonna create an empty profile. Congratulations, you have been selected for special duty. Please create a profile. So we're gonna name ourselves Rudolph Calvin, and we need to select a profile picture. Oh, these are quite different than the original ones. And none of them look even remotely as I do. Maybe this one... It's not me, but it's probably the most sympathetic. So next step. Did you know you are one of 29,217 accepted applicants? You may now enter your email address. I'm already registered, so let's move. Be diligent. Your duty is to safeguard the nation. Please agree to the following terms. I'm willing to severely affect the lives of citizens and non-citizens of the nation. I will do whatever is necessary to keep the nation from harm. While working, I will only adhere to the statuses and principles of the nation. I agree. Setting a profile. Thank you for ensuring the safety of your nation. Welcome, Agent. Thank you for heeding the call of the office. Agent Investigator Pairing. Oh, this is us. The following investigators are available for pairing. Please choose the corresponding profile if you wish to be paired with, if any. Yes, Rudolph Calvin. Bonton Bombings, that's the Season 1. So let's do that. Aptitude test. In order to qualify for special duty within Orwell, taking the aptitude test is mandatory. The test requires you to complete a set of tasks, follow the on-screen instructions carefully, and answer truthfully to the best of your beliefs. Note that an insufficient test results will disqualify you for special duty permanently. Oh wow. Is this like a tutorial? Which of the following statements are true to your attitude? Drag and drop at least one of the highlighted statements, data chunks, into the answer sheet on the left of the screen. Note that your choices are permanent. Okay, so I want to be a pioneer in the most advanced security program. Okay, that is true. I want to make the nation a safer place. Definitely. I like spying on people. Okay, I don't think that one is what I would consider myself be. I want to protect people from harm. Yeah, definitely. I am in for the money. No. Next step. Which of the following persons do you consider likely for having committed a crime? Oh wow, I am supposed to just identify them based on their looks? Oh, I hate this. But I can skip this. Okay, probably a false test. Which of the following statements do you consider to be true, if any? An unjust law can and should be violated. No. There is no such thing as a justified lie. Okay. There are two sides to every story. Okay, I believe that one. A government should safeguard the citizens by any means necessary. Okay, I agree with that one, with a bit of a stretch, by any means, but yeah. An absolute truth exists. Okay, I believe with that one either. Not the first two one. Of course, these are debatable, and I'm happy to debate them if you guys don't agree, but... Given the choice, would you prefer to have your medical record or your dating profile investigated? Medical record. Okay, these are the conflicting data chunks. You can only choose one of them. Task 5. Which information from your medical profile would you give to an investigator willingly? Size and weight, yeah. Current fitness parameters, sure. Active prescriptions. Oh, okay, I have no problem with it either. Past medical conditions and history. Okay, no problem with that either. Pictures and information from a full body scan. Well, that one is a bit on the line, but if I wanted a job, why not? I don't have anything to hide. Next step. Confronted with the situation below, which action would you take? Your best friend boasts about having been accepted into Orwell. Since you are working for Orwell yourself, you know that talking about your job is punishable by imprisonment. Without saying anything to my friend, I inform the national authorities at the next possibility. I warn my friend I'm working for Orwell too, and that I will have to inform the authorities if this continues. I feign ignorance, but I hint my friend talking about such a delicate job might not be advisable. I do nothing about it. Well, it's my best friend. I probably would feign ignorance. Okay. Let's go. Insufficient results. Wow, you failed the aptitude test. You will be disqualified permanently. The office has rejected you as an agent for special duty due to your answers in the aptitude test. But if you ask for it, the test shall be reset and you will be given another chance. My choices were poor. Let me redo the test. I cannot change my answers as they reflect my honest opinions. I accept the disqualifications. Okay, let's change the choices.
Hello, O'Brien. Is that you?
I have to disappoint you.
What? About what? How? After all this time? I didn't think you...
Remember what you did? Again, I must disappoint you. I have not been blessed with a short memory.
What? Rabat, listen. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth.
Truth. See, I never had much regard for the Bible, but there's one remarkable, groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth. But Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions. What is truth? It is this particular question I've been pondering over for a very long time now. How much of the information ending up on our screens every single day has passed through so many other minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda. It is all cut down to size, proportioned, ready to be consumed. And yet we greedily swallow it all in blissful ignorance, because our hunger is unending.
Stop the nonsense and get to the point. What do you want?
To ask you a question. What is truth?
I don't understand.
Now you're the disappointing one. You of all people should, Oleg Bakay. There is only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. As you soon will be.
What? Why? You? How did you manage? How? Vart! Vart!
Well, that was one freaking unsettling intro. Episode 1. Thesis. So you think you can redo the aptitude test just like that? That's either downright naive or... Oh, okay, I was kinda surprised that it threw me into game like that. Ampliford. You're willing to shift the truth to your liking. You might be exactly whom I need. I'm all your lady. My name is Ampliford. I'm a part of a special division within the government, the office. We get called in for the delicate matters. A man called Oleg Bakay disappeared a couple of days ago, at least. The last we heard of him was the call I just played to you. I have added a transcript of the dialogue to your reader tool. You can read it again or listen to the recording. When you're done, open the unknown person profile to the left. Okay, so this is the transcript. O'Brien. I have to disappoint you. Ward? Rabban Ward. Okay. So, unknown person. Since you are paired with an investigator, I'll assume you're familiar with the procedure and spare you the most technicalities. Sure. For starters, I'll pull Oleg Bakai's name from the transcript to this file by dragging it into the profiler on the left. Okay, so we're already in the investigation. I like that. Good. This profile is now primed on Oleg Bakai. Now, other data chunks related to this person might appear. Check the transcript for newly found data chunks. Okay, Rabban Ward. Truth is that, as you shall soon be. One related document found. That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? But taking that as a death threat, as did the National Beholder. National Beholder was threatened with death. The Anti-Qassar blog involved in Pargesian soldier disappearance. The National Beholder is the most respectable news site in the nation. You may browse their headlines freely to get informed. The recording of the call you heard ended up in their newsroom. Why? That's a piece of the puzzle we're missing right now. However, the article is a good starting point for our investigation on Oleg Bakai. To proceed, please adapt his picture and profession. Okay, that's not how I expected him to look. Recording call indicates direct involvement of blog, the People's Voice, in the disappearance of the Pargesian army officer Oleg Bakai. Not exactly the most tender smile, but that's not what we're here for after all. Okay, Pargesian army officer. As you see, Oleg Bakai is an important figure in the Pargese army, our neighboring country. We are very concerned about his fate. Triflith Bonton, an audio recording of a phone conversation between Pargesian army officer Oleg Bakai and Rabban Vard was leaked to the National Beholder late Monday evening. Rabban Vard is known as the editor-in-chief and founder of the highly controversial blog The People's Voice. In the ominous recording, which has since been verified by experts, the editor directly threatens the officer, claiming that Bakai would be dead soon. In the light of Bakai's recent disappearance, experts have developed a theory that the blog might be directly involved in, or may otherwise have incited the incident. The fact that the recording was leaked by an anonymous source to the National Beholder has been interpreted as a direct threat to the Qassar administration of Parges and their alliance with the nation, which the blog openly and aggressively opposes. Okay, that's interesting. Rabban Vard, that's the name of the Oleg Bakai mentioned during the call. Let's focus on him too. Wait, there was something here. The National Beholder has been interpreted as a direct threat to Qassar's administration of Parges and their alliance with the nation, which the blog... Okay, so the blog opposes the alliance between us and the neighboring nation. Oleg Bakai, last point of contact before Oleg Bakai's disappearance. Okay, we found some other things. The National... Pargesian Army file, Bakai Oleg. Okay, so his rank is Captain, call sign Janus, 1st Infantry Division Prava. He served since 2006. Field Artillery Officer, Medal of Honor. Volunteer for military service, basic combat training completed. Okay, let's upload these chunks so that we don't forget. Agent, you may have noticed by now that for every data chunk you upload 10 minutes of time passed due to Orwell's extensive search algorithms. The events around us will unfold whether or not we are making progress on our case. Keep this in mind. Call sign Janus. Okay, so this is new. It's moving the time. Janus, how fitting. He still goes by his call sign. I'm granting you access to our database, which you should have a look at. You'll understand it better after you see the files. So he was working in the 1st Infantry Division Prava. In the Season 1, I don't think there was a time movement, because you didn't have like a specific time frame until which you had to finish something. So he volunteered for military service in 2006, finished his basic training in just basic combat training, assigned for protection of Prava from the ongoing threat through anti-government group forces of true Parjis during the Prava civil war. It's definitely important. Promoted to corporal in 2007, promoted to sergeant in 2008. A bloody mess, that civil war. Parjis has suffered a great deal from it, so did the nation. He was awarded the Medal of Honor for saving civilians in 2008. He doesn't really seem like a bad guy. 2010, he was wounded in combat, official absent from service. Oh yeah, Oleg Baka is a paragon of honor. 2012, he returned, reinstated as captain by privileged command. Wow, that's quite a promotion. He was put in charge of the 1st Infantry Division in Prava in 2015. I think we already have that. Worked at the 1st Law Enforcement Battalion of the Army of the Nation, training local forces in Prava. Okay, history of bravery. Our forces have a long tradition of protecting the Parjisian country and our values courageously and relentlessly. The Parjisian army as it exists today was formed by General Demia Kassart as he freed Parjis from the oppressive Fiat regime in 2004. In spite of a successful re-establishment of peace and freedom in Parjis, evil forces still threatened the Parjisian people. The hate group Forces of True Parjis, FTP, caused a new conflict in 2006 by invoking a civil war among Parjisian citizens, using hate speech and propaganda to pull the shaken people of Parjis on their side. In spite of Parjisian army successfully defeating the renegade group in 2008, so there was a massive civil war. With the help of the national army, their guerrilla war remained and peaked in the attack on our allies, the nation, in form of the incident in 2008. The goal was to promote fear against Parjis and Parjisian citizens and cause civil unrest between the two nations. The Blaine administration of the nation then returned to help Parjis control the troubling situation in regards to FTP in our country. Okay. Protection, preservation, and perseverance. Proud to serve the people of Parjis. Okay, what else did we find? The national government search database. While yes, we are in fact worried about our relations with Parjis because of Bakai, you will see that the whole truth is more complex. As you're not a simple investigator, you have access to an Orwell built designed to meet the specific needs of the office. We can utilize the data stored in the profiler in the left to circumvent certain restrictions that would otherwise bar us from making progress. Make good use of this ability within our database and the data stored in Bakai's profile so far to solve my little mystery. Search for a call sign. Doesn't threaten with that Janus. So let's see what it finds. File, you did it. Well done. I'll leave you to your very deserved info for a moment to truly understand why this case is so precarious. File YR3-W-56-Janus, Oleg Bakai. Okay, date of birth May 4th, 1975. Nationality Parjisian, I think we know that, but still. Address has been redacted. Department has been redacted. Confidential informant as officer in the Parjisian army. Oh, he was a rat for the nation. Yes, Bakai is our informant. Placed inside the Parjisian army for years, now vanished into thin air. You surely grasp what danger this possesses should it ever come out. Yeah, I do. So we're basically infiltrating the army of an ally. We need to understand what happened and then possibly retrieve him or contain the damage. To get to the bottom of this, we will have to investigate the person who called him last, Raban Vart. You already found a trace to him before on the Beholder. I will turn Vart into a target person now, then to pick up from there. Tend to use names of people close to him as passwords. This has been strongly discouraged, but so far ignored by the subject. Okay, that might be important. Of course, we do inspect and observe the habits of our agents. What did you expect? And the phone ID is important. That might... Orwell should be able to access his phone. Luckily, Buckeye is using one of our registered phone devices to communicate with us. It seems to be online right now. You can access it using the Insider tool, which I will unlock for you now. Perfect. Remote access protection. Please enter key. Ah, of course, Buckeye has locked his phone with our own encryption tool. I'm afraid not even Orwell can break that. You will have to do this the old-fashioned way, by finding and applying Buckeye's key. See if you can find a hint to discover the password. You may have to dig a little deeper to uncover it though, so it may be advisable to check other resources first. Okay. Rabban Ward. Okay, so let's look at you. Okay, there's not much here. Let's check here. Rabban Ward is known as the editor-in-chief and founder of the highly controversial blog The People's Voice. So we're gonna look at that blog right now, aren't we? Yes, related document. The People's Voice. We have heard of them. This preposterous news site has people rallying for protest in Purges for years. Judging by that call, Rabban Ward and Oleg Buckeye seem well acquainted, even if it isn't the most friendly relationship, apparently. Your task here is twofold, Agent. First and foremost, we are to locate Oleg Buckeye. Then, in order to understand whether Ward is behind Buckeye's disappearance, we need to find out what connects the two in the first place. Okay, there's something more in here. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and it kills free. Oh wow, this is happening at the same time as Season 1. Bonton. Exposed by the attack was an act of terror. I wonder, did we have that there? Negotiations in the fifth failed. Movie shooting completed. Grey Shadow Saga. And negotiations in Trifid failed. Peace negotiations in the ridden Porgesian capital city Trifid has been aborted without any results last night. Independent sources report that President Kassart abruptly cut out communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the reorganization of re-election. The news about the premature cancellation of the negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into the shop windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. Prime Minister Blaine stated his worries about the negative development regarding the political situation of the neighboring country and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. Yes, this was there before. Okay, so next step is to go to check the People's Voice, but I'm gonna end the episode 1 here. Thank you for joining me. I think we have a really good story ahead of us, so see you in episode 2.